Geez, that's a lot of reflection. Let's take those off. Yeah, it is still something I am not used to look at this selfie mode camera and see hair on my head. It is so strange. We are officially week 3 since I got my toupee installed. When I look in the mirror now, I'm starting to get used to it and not be so shocked when I see myself with hair, like, oh, hey, what's up? When you see someone who is balding, you kind of associate it with something that's, I don't know, I don't want to say unhealthy, but like it's a handicap in a way. You feel less than, you identify as someone who has something wrong with them. Maybe this seems like I'm kind of hyperbolizing this, where it's really not that big of a deal, get over it. But you do feel that way. And most people who see guys who are bald, they stand out, like not just visually, but like you kind of put them in a category of like, oh man, like that's what I'm used to. And I see myself that way too. And I still do, even with hair on my head. So that's, I think, going to take a while. What's been really strange for me is these feelings I've been having of, I guess the best way to describe this is imposter syndrome. For 15 years, I have had a balding head, and now I'm wearing this toupee and I absolutely love it. But who I am at my core it's so ingrained in my appearance that I'm a bald guy. That is my identity. And now I look in the mirror and it's trying to tell me that you're not a bald guy. You have hair on your head. But internally, I'm so used to having some insecurities about my hairline and my baldness. And now that's all of a sudden gone because I'm wearing this toupee, but the feelings are not gone with that. And so there was a weird feeling like I was an imposter. And I'm walking around, and whether people can tell or not, like, this is not my real hair. And this is not what I really look like. And for a while, I was kind of feeling a little bit guilty about it. I kind of quickly just told it to fuck off because I like having hair, and I am still so glad that I did it. I think it's going to take a while for me to get used to these feelings and kind of realign myself with a guy with hair. So over the last week, I actually had my first reinstall. So I went to the salon where I got originally the toupee, and she took off the toupee, she cleaned everything, she buzzed my head on top again to prepare everything, and got it reinstalled. And so that process was really easy. It took a little bit over an hour maybe, and it was really easy. I couldn't believe how much it was still stuck on my head after a little over 2 weeks of it being on there. I thought maybe the glue would have kind of broken down more by then, but she literally had to like rip it off my head. Like I thought the toupee was gonna tear. It was on there so good. Honestly, it probably could have stayed on another 2 weeks. So I feel like I literally could have gotten a month out of this same glue that's on here. I mean, that's how strong this stuff is. It is not gonna go anywhere. I don't care if you're in wind, a roller coaster, whatever it is not going anywhere. So if you have any worries about that, please don't. The glue that's used is literally insane. But anyways, the process was easy. It took a little over an hour, and now this is kind of what it looks like. You can see like the hairline is really good. Like you really can't, it's really hard to see. It just looks so natural, I think, anyways. You can see kind of like my grays in there. They put 20% grays is what I requested, just to match. Like you can see like the grays are coming in my side, and I just kind of wanted to embrace the grays. Like I don't want another thing to upkeep, so I'm keeping the gray in my beard. I don't want to like have to color that all the time. And the sides, you know, like someone on Reddit was like, you could just dye your beard, you would take another 10 years off. And the main goal wasn't to look 10 years younger. That's not what I'm going for. I just wanted hair. I don't care about the grays. I just wanted hair. I'm not trying to look younger. I'm just trying to be a dude who wakes up in the morning with like bedhead. Like how insane is that? Like I actually can wake up with bedhead now. I couldn't do that before. I didn't have enough hair. So those, like, that's a small thing that you just are not used to yet, is like, oh my God, I'm a guy who gets bedhead. That's awesome. Another thing that was so strange is, number one, I haven't worn a hat in 3 weeks. That is, that's like not wearing like underwear for 3 weeks, which that might be a different video. Like that just doesn't happen. Like that's just part of your routine. You get up, right? Take a shower, put on some underwear, put on some clothes, like put on a hat. Like that was me for the last 15 years. And so it's just so strange that I'm not wearing a hat. And I haven't worn one for 3 weeks, and I don't want to wear one, to be honest. Like I'm I just need a break from hats. But what was strange is I am so used to wearing hats that when I got the toupee, when it's on your head, there's like a little bit of this tightness on your head that you feel, similar to when you're wearing a hat. And so honestly, that first couple of weeks, I would literally go to grab my bill of my hat to adjust my hat on my head that wasn't there anymore. But now I'm on my third week. I haven't done that. This hair is part of me now. Like it doesn't feel weird. I don't even feel it on my head anymore. It is such a natural part of like my routine now after 3 weeks. I wake up, I take a shower and then I put a little bit of gel in there, and it's kind of cool like to actually have a hair process that I didn't have before. The other thing is I went through my closet. I had to go through clothes that I haven't been wearing, and I was trying to, thin out my closet. So I tried some on, and what was so strange is there were so many shirts that look so different on me because I have hair now. This is how much hair affects your overall style and look, and that's part of the reason why I missed having hair. It wasn't even so much about the going bald part or being a bald guy. That wasn't my favorite, but it was mostly that I miss having hair as part of like identity or the vibe or the look that you get when you are putting something together or wearing something. Like it just, I don't know, it just does something different. But yeah, I put on shirts that I didn't like or thought I didn't like. And because of my hairstyle now that's incorporated in having a full head of hair, it just makes it look different. And there were so many shirts that I really liked now because of my look is a little bit different and it just went together better. So that was kind of strange too. So anyways, quick update. 3 weeks in and it's going really well. No real awkward encounters. Like I've said in the other videos, like I've been very upfront and honest with my friends, my family and all that. So overall, it's been such a good experience. Anyways, that's my hair update for all 3 of you who care. And I don't know what the next video is going to be about, but if you have any ideas or something that you want to know more about the process or the upkeep or my experience, please drop a comment. If you want more updates, please subscribe. If you're someone who is just even remotely on the fence, there's not a ton of content out there about toupees and what the experience is and what some of the day-to-day things that you're going to go through. And I want to talk about those things. So if you're at all interested or on the fence about getting one and you kind of want to hear more about that, stay tuned and subscribe. That'd be awesome. But until next time, guys, I will see you later.